Hello everyone. Can you all hear me and can you all see what I've got on the workbench in front of you today? Let's just wait for the lag to catch up so I can see it in the chat. Give me a thumbs up in chat if you can hear me, if the voice is good, the levels are good, you can see what I've got on the screen. And let's see. There's probably about a good 30 seconds lag. Oh, there's loads of people dropping in. Hello, William, Spitfire 747, Gary's here. Spiral. I need to move that onto a different screen because that's too far away for me to read. So bear with me. I'm just going to move some stuff around on my desktop. Let's put that one there. There we go. That's probably a bit better. Am I applying decals or decals? I'm doing decals or transfers, whatever you want to call them. That's what I'm doing. And let's just move that around to there. There we go. Just moving my streaming. I'm moving OBS over to one screen and putting the YouTube thing on it. Is it working fine? Moz says it's working fine. Hello, Moz. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Make sure you drop a like underneath to, I don't know, do the YouTube algorithm and stuff. So what's happening this evening is I've got this Bf110 on the workbench. It's something that I've been working on for a while and I've lost a bit of motivation with it. It's sort of, I don't know, been in for a few weeks. And it's got all of these little tiny stencils, and I need to figure out where on here they're going to go. And I got the big ones on. The big ones are all on. There's a bit of dust on there as well. That's how long it's been sitting for. So let's just move the dust off. Yeah, so they've done the big ones on already, and they were filmed using my normal camera for the video. Whereas now I need to do the small little tiny things. Not all of them need to go on, like the red lines there. I'll get a bit closer. Can you focus on that? There you go, camera. That's not a bad camera, is it? New camera, by the way, so stand by for technical problems. Yeah, so the red lines I don't need to do because the aircraft has already got these. The paint scheme asked for the sort of dotted walkways. But like there's loads of these little tiny ones. Oh, I'm not even going to bother with them, I don't think. There's like the numbers for the ribs along there. I'm not going to bother with that, but there's other ones on there that do need to go on. So that's my plan for this evening. Hopefully I can get it all finished so I can move on with my life. Let's just check the chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What's happening there? Oh, all right. YouTube just said I need to insert an ad. Okay, whatever, YouTube, leave me alone. Oh, Plastic Alchemist is in the chat. Hello, how are you doing? What else have we got? Calabear's in there. Something to do with the puppy. Puppy's asleep. You say decals however you want. Yep, I will. I'll do what I want. You can have a look at some of the t-shirts I've made. You're rebuilding something, Moz. What are you rebuilding? Am I bringing out a build and paint video? So it will be a complete video of me building and painting this. You'll notice the paint on this is a bit different to what I do normally. So I put a poll up and everybody said they wanted to see this brush painted. So this has been completely brush painted. Nothing's been sprayed, I think. I don't think I sprayed anything. Or did I spray a primer? I may have sprayed a primer base and then brush painted it. So yeah, that's probably what I did. A little bit of cheating, but hey, that's what it is. And because it looked like it was airbrushed in the artwork on there, I decided I would try a new sort of technique, which is like a wet blend. So the way I painted this was to blend the two different colors on there at the same time. So some of it's like got a nice soft edge. I'm not sure of the technique. It's the first time I tried it. It has got a potential, but it hasn't. I'm not sure it's worked out 100%. Like I've done the mottling as well on the sides and on the tail with a wet blending technique. There is definitely a solution here. I think it's come out quite well on that one. There is a solution here, but I'm not sure what it is. I need to do more practice and experimentation with this method. Doesn't look too bad, but it's not like the same as airbrush quality. But anyways, so let's do one last quick check of the chat. Oh, John Alex, Scale Modelling, you're here. Hello, welcome. Hamish, hello. Panzerman building something as well, not a model kit though. Why don't I call it transfers? I do call it transfers sometimes, but I use all the different terms because it's sort of a bit of a meme at this point, isn't it? Bossog says, I thought most of your models were brush painted. You do very little airbrushing. Most of them are, not all of them. I do mix and match. I do brush painting, I do airbrushing, and I do spray cans, depending on how I feel most of the time. And the Hobbyboss, this is Black Ace, says the Hobbyboss Bf110 kit you considered getting as you have the Airfix one. The Hobbyboss kit is alright. I don't remember having the Airfix one, but it is quite simple. And like I've got the machine gun here, which goes in the cockpit at the back, and it's like massive. It's huge. So there are some out of scale elements. It's got like the bomb racks on the bottom, but no bombs included. So a little bit questionable as to the accuracy on some elements. It builds together really easily. It's an easy assembled kit, but it's probably, you know, more of a beginner's kit rather than a serious model. It looks all right though. The panel details are quite soft as well. They're recessed, but they're not too, you know, deep. But yeah, so I think I need to... Have I ever thought of building a Swedish plane? I think so. I've got a Tunnan in the stash, which I will do at some point. But that's a whole other story. So I need to get some transfers on. I need to figure out where they're going to go, and I need some water. So I will be like a second. I'll be right back. Right, there we go, water. Oh, and it needs some paper towel as well, because otherwise I will make a mess everywhere. And I have decided for this kit that I'm going to use Humbrol Decal Fix purely because I've got loads of it and I thought might as well use it up. So I need to figure out what I'm doing here. What's happening in the chat? Will I paint the propellers at the very end? Yeah, I think so. The spinners... Oh, am I missing a spinner? What have I done with that? That's annoying. Don't tell me I'm going to have to 3D print one of those now. Right then. Yep. Don't know what I've done with that. How have I managed to misplace a spinner? What's going on? I've not done anything with the workbench for ages. Has it gone underneath my mat, perhaps? Oh, that's very annoying. Yeah, basically the spinners go on there, but they need a bit more extra paint. So they fit on there, but they need it off. They need some extra paint because they've got a red tip, if you can see in that picture there. Possibly on there. They've got a red tip to them, so I need to do them separately. But that's going to annoy me now. How have I managed to lose a spinner? They were all on the desk. Oh man, I'm going to be so annoyed if I've accidentally thrown it away. It's been stuck inside something. Frustrating. I do still have the Airfix Supermarine Swift. It's in the stash. Hopefully I will build it at some point, but I'm not sure when that will be at the moment. Yep, don't know what I've done with that spinner. That is very annoying. I'm sure it will turn up. If not, I'll have to I'll have to make one. I'm gonna do that. Right. That's gonna bug me now. You know when you just know something's not right and you know it should have been here, and yeah, no, I just have to move on. Move on. It's definitely not here that I can see. Is it got under the keyboard? Don't know. Alright, let's just move on. Is it on the floor? It could be on the floor. The only problem with it being on the floor is I have vacuumed recently, so that could be gone. That could really be gone. I will have a look later, a proper look, and check. But I might have to... well, basically, I've got the Hawker Hurricane build coming out soon, the Hobby 2001, and some of you might have seen on my social medias that I managed to lose the pitot tube for that. So I actually ended up 3D printing a spare replacement. I could potentially replace it with a 3D printed one, I might be able to create a copy effectively. It would take a bit of measuring and a bit of time to produce it. So it would be better to find it first, but I could create a copy and then use that instead. So there are solutions, but that's less than ideal. So I would prefer to find it, and I'll have a look for it later. Right, so have I ordered any new kits? I have actually added a couple of kits to my stash, but I picked them up for cheap from a modelling show, £2.50 ago, and they're vintage frog kits. So I'm looking forward to doing those at some point. Maybe I'll do an unboxing on them at some point in the future. I've got 48 people watching. Hello. Hello, everyone. That's nice. Nice to see you all this evening. Right. What am I doing? So this streaming lark is quite distracting, isn't it? Black Ace says you managed to finally get one as your video on the kit inspired. Oh, that's good then. I'm glad to hear that you were inspired by something that I did. Right, what have I got here? I did have a single one here, number 24. Where does number 24 go? Number 24 goes over here next to the N on this side. So I can do that one. That's an easy enough to do. Let's get that one in the water. So these Hobbyboss decals are all right. I've not had any problems with them yet. They seem to be okay. The water is tepid, so I might need to let that soak a little bit. Do that like that. Oh, have you got a 3D model in there and prop? Oh, hello, you've come to look at me. Why are you doing that? Why are you looking at me? That's where you need to be looking. Thank you. See, now this is the problem I've got with this camera. I don't know why it decided to do that. It's supposed to have like this AI tracking thing that it can do, but it just sort of, at times, it just decides to like look at me rather than at what it should be looking at. Does it turn that off? That should be on. Right. I'm not sure how to lock it yet, so we'll have to figure that out. Sorry, what was I doing? Yeah, if you could put that up in the Discord, that would be great, and then I could download it and possibly print one out and use it. Right, let's have a look. Also, yeah, I've got my pajama bottoms on, so don't be looking at me. I would much prefer you kept looking at the Workbench today camera. I will have to. I mean, I had a quick look on Google earlier to figure out what to do to see if I could like lock it in that position. And I think I've pressed the button to do that, but I don't know. So we'll have to see. Right, 24. We were doing 24, weren't we? It's probably ready to go now. So decal fix. Let's get that on. Speaking of the camera, anyway, is the quality good? Is the sound quality good? What do we reckon? Yay or nay? I need a good brush for that. Let's get that out. Some of that in there. I don't put too much on. Not too much. And it goes over here somewhere. Get it off the paper. Come on. And then plonk it down. That's sort of about right. And then we can move it into, it should just be sort of next to the end. So it's more or less in the right place. It's just a bit wonky. There we go. That'll do. And then the next one. What goes next to that? Number 9. Where's number 9? Number 9 is over here. I don't know if I need to do all of these. 9, 22, 22. Like hunting. There's such small instructions. Sound quality is good. Good quality. Sound and pick. Good. Thank you, Anne. Oh, come on. Stop looking at me. What are you doing? That's annoying. That is very annoying. Just look at the bench. That's what I want you to do. Why does it do that? Why does it keep doing that? Just look at the word. Oh, that's not doing that. It's not playing. Are the decals good with micro set sol? Yeah, I think they are. I have built a Hobbyboss kit before, and I think I used set sol for that. Right, so I've selected that. That's on the settings. I just need to go back to this and adjust it. There we go. That's a little bit better. And tech faff. The last time I did a stream, or the first time I did a stream, we had a bit of a tech faff in the sense that let's zoom a little bit. Why? Is it because I'm zooming in too much and it doesn't like it? It can't figure it out. Just look at there. That's what I want you to do. That'll do. Just stay there. That's fine. That image is fine. Just stay there and stop looking at me. Yeah, so it's got this. So the camera has this special like AI feature where it's supposed to be able to track you, and you know if you move around, it will track your face and stuff. For some reason, instead of just staying looking down, like I've told it to, it just keeps looking back up. Oh, thanks, Joseph. Yes, it was interesting. I do pop on occasionally, but not always. I don't always have the opportunity to be free, which is a shame. I have got some free time this evening, so that's why I thought I'd try this out. Right, 9 needs to go on. 22, do I need to do 22, or does that go on the other paint scheme? 23 does go on there and there. I can't see 22. I don't want to have to cut it out separately. I just want to put the whole sheet in water, you know? Can't see 22 on here. It's probably on that one. That's annoying. 22. I would have thought it would have been like, what's going on here? Why are you flashing? It's flashing at me for some reason. Yeah. I have no idea what this is supposed to be doing. This camera is doing its own thing. Right. My GCHQ minder is checking I'm doing all right. Mandatory welfare checks. Yeah, probably everyone who buys one of these gets like a special person to check them so they can have a look that they're doing all right. RCAF Aussie, sorry, can't stick around. Look forward to the build. Yep, thank you very much for tuning in. Glad you could make it. Have I ever thought of building Gundam? I have actually, but I haven't got round to it as yet. Why? So it's flashing. The camera is flashing white at me, and I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing. I'm just going to ignore it. As long as it doesn't flick around and look at me again, I'll be fine. Right. What was I doing? I keep getting distracted by the camera. 9, and I would have thought 22 goes over. Does it go on a nacelle? Anyone see that? That 22 is like a little circle thing, and I always thought they were on like a nacelle or something. I know 23 needs to go on the fuselage sides. 25, where does the 25 goes on the nose? The problem with the camera is nothing that super glue can't fix. I don't really want to put super glue on it. That would be a very unfortunate thing to do. I just need to figure it out. I just need to do some research on how to use it properly. Right, so those 21s I do need because they go on here like to highlight the step. The 3s, 15 I need because that goes above the engine apparently somewhere. 15 goes here apparently. All right, whatever. And what else? Yeah, it keeps flashing white at me. I don't know why. It just is. 3. Yep. Do you know what? We'll just stick the whole sheet in. I don't care. I'm done. I can't figure it out. I'm done. I'm just sticking the whole. I've got all these little number 2s as well. This is what I mean. Like it was. Oh, you're looking at me again. Will you just stop? This is so annoying. Why will you not just look where I've told you to look? Right, let's go back into the settings on this. It's like that keeps getting turned off. Overhead mode. If we try desk instead, maybe desk view was a better choice because there's different options here. Right, that should be soaked enough now. Let's get that out so they don't all start floating around. Honestly, technology these days. Right. Let's see if I can figure this out. There he is. It's me. Hello. Well, you all know what I look like now because of my face is in videos anyway. I've been on stream before. I'm handsome. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Yes, I don't know what's going on here. Why? Why are you doing this? Right, let's go. This is just staring at me. This is ridiculous. Right. Oh, there we go. Right, look at the table. You turn that up. Just stay there. Just stay there. That's all you need to do. Is just stay there. So frustrating. Just look down. It's almost like it's losing the connection and then just resetting itself to look at me, which is weird. I don't really understand why it's doing that. See, there it is. It's doing it again. Right. Stay there. Set that on. Was there like a lock? No, it just doesn't want to stay there. Tracking, what's that do? Whiteboard, no. No, that's annoying. Stay there. It's having a right nightmare, isn't it? Right, I'm going to take a minute and try and figure this out. I'll be back in a second. So let's just change to that and that. Right, there we go. I think I'm back. I think I may have solved it. I just basically reset everything and then started like from the beginning and went, do this, do that, do that. And it sort of is staying green and not flashing at me, and it hasn't spun back around yet again. So I think I might have sorted it out. But I guess we'll have to see if it just continues to come back up and look at me or whatever. So yeah, hello, I'm back. Yeah, let's just see what happens. A misbehaving camera is highly distracting, yes. So Gundam was the question, wasn't it? Yeah, I did consider building Gundam, but I've never actually got round to it, sadly, which is a shame because it looks like fun. And it would be something I'd be interested in, but I've got so much stuff in the stash already that it's quite difficult to sort of prioritize. Right, number 9. That's where we were up to. Number 9 goes sort of over there. So let's have a little bit more of the decal fix, put it on there. That's probably could do with some more as well. You don't want too much actually, because I'll probably put too much on there. And then slide that off if we can. I'm hoping if I can figure out this webcam, more streams would be possible. And also, I think it might be quite handy for like unboxings, because this can go all the way up to 4K. Which is, oh, I don't know which way around that goes. That way. It goes that way around, because the other side has got a white bit on it. So let's plonk that down there. Move it around. Do I like cheese? I do like cheese. I like halloumi and brie and hard cheeses, soft cheeses. Well, I don't really like soft cheeses actually. I do like them like on a bagel occasionally, but not too much. Yeah, I turned it off and on again, and hopefully now I've sorted it. Right. What's next? Number 22. Did I say I wanted 22 or does it go on the other plane? I can't remember what I was doing now. 22. I can't find that at all. 22. 23 I know goes over there, so I'll put 23 on. One goes on that side and one goes on the other side. So this is good because it is actually forcing me to do something now. It's actually forcing my motivation. That goes under there. Let's put some on top of that, so I'll just soften it a bit more. So we take one and put it under there. Off you come. Come on. They are a little bit papery, these actually. A little bit papery, but generally okay. So that can go there, like that. And then we get one on the other side, a little bit, tiny bit of decal fix again. And then that goes under the N over here. Get rid of the excess, we'll just use it on that. Number 23. Come off the backing paper relatively well. The water has gone sort of, oh, where's it gone? The water has gone a bit cold now though. So I will have to top that up, get some more warm water imminently when I come to do the next ones. There we go. That's in place. What's happening in the chat? Is Gary in the chat somewhere, is he? I just saw you tag him, Crazy Loca, but I don't know. Fair enough. I'm not on live chat. That might be why. I'm looking at top chat instead of live chat. So I'm not necessarily seeing everyone's messages. That's annoying. Panzer Nakaman's going. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. 43 people watching. I'm glad that the technical faff didn't kill too many people's motivation to stay. I'm glad you all stuck with me. Hopefully I'll get this streaming lark figured out eventually. Right. What's next? Number 3. Number 3 goes... I'm sure I saw it just now. Why can't I see it? Number 3. What is number 3? I don't even know what number 3 is. Maybe it doesn't go on here. I'll just let them dry out then. Fine. 15 goes over by the engine, but I can't tell for sure, so I'm just going to whack it on. You know, you can only do what the instructions tell you, can't you? That goes over here, apparently. And no doubt when I come to paint the... I feel like it should go on there, but that says on the instructions to put it here, so that's where it's going to go. All right. Gary is here. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Matt, will you make a diorama for this kit when she's done? Depends on time. Depends on time. I had printed some stuff off to go with it, some little details to make a small diorama base. I have got some Luftwaffe personnel which would go rather nicely with it, but as yet, it's, well, we're here. This is the situation we're in, and it really depends. Like if I want to get it made like before. No, that's an error. 15's over here and there. That's not right, is it? I'm going to have to take that one off now. Bit of water, let's move it. So that was put in the... why are the instructions like that? Why? Why? Let's move that one. Right, so apparently this is over here. And it would make more sense for it to be over here, I suppose. Because it actually is drawn on over here. What is going on? Some of these instructions, I'll say that goes about there. Maybe a bit higher. Up a bit. Up a bit. Oh yeah, up a bit more. About there. That's where it goes. Right, so what's that supposed to be? I don't even know. I don't even know what that other... See, it says here, it says 15 there, and it's pointing to there, and it says 15 there, and it's pointing to there, but that's actually what's drawn on. That's the actual one I've just applied. So, yeah, well done, Hobbyboss. Your instructions are a little bit vague. Well, they're not just vague, they're wrong. Okay, so 21s then. 21s go over the top. They go like on the steps that go up. It's like one there, and there's another one. I'll do that quickly. I'll get these 3 on and then I'll check the chat again. One there, one there, one there. Right, so let's get them on. And then we can potentially move on to the other small, tiny, annoying transfers. I've lost sight of this one now. That one goes on there. Get on there. There you go. There we go. Well, the camera hasn't moved yet, so touch wood. it stays where it is. I think I might have clicked too many buttons and confused it, and that's why it was flicking around and stuff. Where does that one go? That one goes over there. Those are probably slightly in the wrong place. You know what? I actually considered not putting these on at all and just, you know, ignoring them. One on there. Ish. That's about right. That's border park where they should be. It's probably not 100% right. Back in a bit. Time to drop trailers in a hurricane. Okay, not sure. Okay, all right. If he'd asked Moss to print it all, he'd get his pegs. Yes, that's true. That's all I'd get from Moss's pegs. He can't figure out how to use that Humble printer at all. I have tried to give him some guidance, but the problem is that he can't get the software to work on his Mac. It says that it's supposed to be Mac compatible, but it just isn't. He's not having any luck with that. So he's struggling a bit. Number 25. 25. Does that go on the plane? I feel like it should. 24, 26. It's like, you know when you have Christmas and you've got your advent calendar and you're trying to find the day and it's like the 12th of December and you're looking along, you're like, well, I've already opened half of them. How can it be so hard to find the one that I want, you know? And then you eventually find it and then you're very disappointed with it. So, no, I can't find 25 on here either. Why are there so many in here that are numbered which aren't used? I can't even see it on the other one. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So this was part of the reason why I wasn't particularly interested in doing them. Can't find 3 either. Don't know where 3 goes. I've got 2 3s, a 22 and a 25, and I cannot see. Oh no, found 25. 25 goes on the nose underneath the B's. There we go. Underneath the B's we're going with number 25. So I've got my B's on over here, and it goes like there-ish. So let's get number 25 over there. So does that mean 22 goes on the other side? No. Just look at the instructions. No, it doesn't. Because why would it? Why would it be obvious? Right. 25. Put that on over here. Just look at the camera and make sure it's not spun itself back round. There we go. Underneath the B's. Like that. That's close enough. Modelling is sometimes not an exact science, so I don't know where these ones go, and I am not spending the rest of my evening trying to find out. All right, what have we got next? Let's check the chat quickly. You're a truck driver, and there's a new hurricane coming. Oh, that sounds horrendous. Well, good luck with that. Moz says he's building a modular system for the Workbench. The Hobby Zone stuff. Yes, I saw that. It looks good. I sadly don't have space for that at the moment. Everything I have is pretty much kept in boxes, storage boxes, and then I get it out as and when I need it. But when I eventually get my own space to fully expand into, that's what I will be doing. Humbrel still haven't got back to you regarding the printer. Got my cup of tea. Well, it's not a cup of tea. I've actually got Ovaltine this evening. Stand in the queue. Please get in the queue for a peg. All right. Thank you. That's a great idea, Adam. Cross them out when I've done them. That is a very good point. And it seems so obvious as well. You're not wrong. Yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, but in hindsight, there are a couple of ones on here which are wrong anyway, so I would like to just cross them off. What do you guys think of the paint scheme anyway? Like I said earlier about the wet blending technique and getting the mottling and stuff on there. Not entirely sure it's right. There is definitely a solution with this method, but I need more practice to get it to work properly. Ovaltine, yep, that's still around. I use it. I quite like it. It's got vitamins and stuff in it. A little bit expensive though, so it's more of a treat drink. I thought I'm doing a stream, so I need a treat drink. Right, next ones. So I've got loads of number 2s. Cue joke here. And they do go on. I need to put all of these number 2s on, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's some on the wings and on the tails. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? How have I only got 7? I haven't cut them away from anywhere else. Honestly, what is going on? There's 6, 8, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 on there, 7. 1 on there, 8. And then I count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. One of them is not going on, I suppose. Oh, I forgot to get more water. That's cold. Well, brilliant. I'm a professional, honest. More of a Bovril man, Ovaltine. I did consider getting Horlicks. I went to Morrison's earlier today, and I bought myself some new tea. And like normal tea, fruit tea. I drink fruit tea quite a lot. I don't tend to drink normal tea late in the day because it's got the caffeine in. I'm quite sensitive to caffeine, so I don't drink that. Otherwise, I go absolutely loopy. And then I haven't had Ovaltine in a while, but I thought I deserved a cup of it, and I do enjoy it. Damn, yes. I love to offer playing without the geometric camo. So I did look it up online, and it seemed to me that this was supposed to be like almost like the RAF camo, where it had soft edges and nice and smooth, because normally it's like straight lines. So I don't really know enough about German camouflage. I mean, I know you pick up some stuff as you go in through, don't you, about history and camouflage and stuff. But I can't honestly say that I take it all in. Oh, wait, there's one already on there. 2 on there. So I've already done 2 of these. What's going on? Right. So have I got a spare one then? So I only need 6 now, don't I? One of them must be spare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to do the ones on here because I've already done the one on the tails, apparently. I don't remember doing that. That's how long ago I started this. Right. Let's just do the ones on here. Right then. Herbal teas, get your vote. Yes, I've seen some from them, from the Pucker tea brand, but they are a little bit out of my price range. So I normally just go for the cheap, like Tesco's value version. I mean, tea is sort of tea at the end of the day. Oh, he's just said something that someone's no doubt going to argue with. Tea is not just tea. There are different kinds, and they're all different and special. To be honest, I can actually agree with that because I do like a loose leaf tea at times. I do drink green tea, and usually the better quality teas are more expensive. So it does make sense. But to many people, tea is just tea, isn't it? Although I'm not buying like the value ones. Like I was in Morrison's today, like I said, and there was some really value teas in there. Right, so what have I done that already? Have I done these already? I think I've done these already. Do they go on the bottom? Why have I got so many? Man, I cannot remember what I've done. No, I've done these. I've done these number 2s already. Why are there so many? Why have I got like 6 spare number? All right, that's fine. They can go away with what other spare ones. I'm not interested. I'm sure someone will go, oh, you missed 7 of these little tiny stencils off. Right. Number 4s, do they go on? Yes, number 4s go on. They go on the side of the engine nacelles. With a number 41 in bracket. Why is the 41 in a bracket? What does the bracket mean? Like, you'd think this is the first time I built a kit, but this is like really driving me nuts. This is what I mean, like, by me not wanting to do this part of the kit and just ignore the stencils, because this is just insane. Your wife likes Earl Grey. Oh, a Picard. That's good. I like that. Yeah. Tea is not just tea. There we go. Funny. And there's number 8s. Do number 8s go on here? Yes, number 8s do go on at the top of the thing. Are they vertical, horizontal? I don't know. There's 2 8s I can see. And do you know, would anyone even notice if I didn't put these tiny little things on? Honestly, would anyone notice? Because this is all we've got left now, really. These ones. 4s go on the sides. There's one on that side of the nacelle, that side of the nacelle. So I need 2. Because they've not annotated that I need to put them on the opposite sides. So I'll take 2 number 4s. I'll just use decal fix to get them off. I can't be bothered to go and get my water now. I'll take that one and that one. There we go. And you can soak in. That's one on the back as well. I put it in the wrong place. There we go. Soak it in. Release it. Maybe a little bit of water as well. I've just moved my light arch. This is all the stuff you don't see when I'm building, like, for real, in a build video. This is organic building, isn't it? I'm sure we can all relate to this. Dunkelgren tea, yes. Yeah, rivet counters can exit here and here. Yeah, I'm just not going to put some of them on because, look, they're so small and tiny. Most of them are on there. You get the idea. .41 is probably on the inside of the engine pod. That's a good shout. Possibly it's meant to be on the inside. Let's just check the instructions to see if that's what they mean. On this side, it doesn't say anything. 40 degrees Celsius, they reckon you should put it in. Not that I have water that's 40 degrees Celsius. And it doesn't say specifically anywhere that it is on the inside, but you're probably right that it is. But who's really going to kick off about that? So let's just ignore that one. But let's see if we can get these number 4s. Where's my pen? Not my pen, my brush. There's my brush. Are you ready to come off of there? It would be great if you could come off of there and I could put you on the model, because this is probably going to be the last 2 transfers I do, to be honest. I don't know about the 14s. I don't think the 14s go on this. Cannot see it. Yeah, so there's just loads of, and there's all these numbers as well for the ribs, and I'm not putting them on. You're not going to be able to see them when this is finished. There we go, that one's coming off. Concentration. I don't want to break it. Come on. Come on then. There we go. Like, it would be nice, I suppose, in the future to pick a kit, basically, that I just stream. And there we go, that's off. You know, like just a stream build model. So maybe I'll put a poll up for that at some point in the future. What do you guys think? Just one kit that I pick and I build it purely as a stream? What do we reckon? I think that goes about there. Let me know in the chat. What do you reckon? Good idea. Oh, can I do a poll? Is that a thing? I can do a poll. Let's do that. Let's quickly write a poll up. Let's type some words in. Let's add an option. There we go. There you go. There's a poll there. I've done that. You can all vote on that now. Should I do a model, which I do just in a stream? So there'd be no build video on it. It would just be me building it pretty much live on stream. Seeing as I'm pretty sure I've got this figured out now because it hasn't flicked around to look at me again yet. And I think that the stream has worked for the most part. I managed to get some graphics on there, which was pretty cool. To be honest, they need updating because those are the ones from 2 years ago. Because that's how long ago I last streamed. It was the last stream I did was my 10,000 subscriber question and answer session. And I'm currently sitting at just over 30,000 subscribers. So it's been quite a journey in the last 2 years. It's been a big journey. Right, there we go. I don't know where any of these goes. I don't think number 30 is on here. Can't see it. The rest of them, yeah, so they can just go in the stash and be used for spares at some point. Let's check the chat. What have we got on here? Yes, absolutely yes. 14 goes on the port side of the fuselage near the aft, just in front of the tail. 14 goes on the port side of the fuselage. Which one was 14 now? On the port. Oh, it does. How are you seeing this on here? You've got better eyes than me. It does go on there. Does it go on both sides? No, it just goes on one side. Right, well, let's get a number 14 off then. Let's do that. Not that you can read it. Let's get one of those off. There we go. That will come off eventually. Let it soak for a little bit. Put some decal fix on there. So there are some people out there who say that, you know, that decal fix should be used as the soaking solution. So not water, but you'd effectively dip it into the decal fix bottle and let it soak off with the decal fix. But I don't do that. I use water primarily and then use decal fix as a setting solution. Something's jumped. Am I still streaming all right? Oh, it says there's something about the bit rate of the stream is a bit lower than it should be. Don't know how to fix that. I will Google it after I've done this. Do an armor build. I've got my M3 Stuart still in the process of being completed. That's probably going to take forever. It's the problem with that one is I started it so long ago now that I've developed my skills to a point where I think to myself, I could have done this and I could have done that and I could have improved it in some way. And then, you know, I look at it and I go, oh, I kind of wish I'd done this. And then it's sort of a bit daunting, you know, to pick up where past me left off. Oh, my subs have jumped up. Okay, so the video's all right. Good. I'm glad the money has paid off on this camera because it seems to be working all right now. I think I've figured it out. Apologies, just drinking my Ovaltine because I'm an old man. $46 people still watching. So let's get this last transfer on. If it's ready to come off. I think, oh yeah, it's ready to go. I think I'm basically going to call it build-wise, transfer-wise at this point. You said 14 goes here, there. That's where it goes. Let's get that off the paper because I'm going to basically just mug off the rest of those transfers. And that goes on there. Oh, come on. Get off the brush. That's it. That's in the right place, more or less. Cool. So I can't even remember which ones I put on now. I'll probably go over and put a little bit of decal fix in a few places just to soften them in. But they should be all right. Next steps will be to varnish. Yeah, varnish this. Find my propeller spinner, which I've lost, or possibly print a new one. Did you say you put one in the in Discord for that? Maybe it's in the 3D printing one. Don't know. We'll have a look for that later. Hopefully I can find it, but I'm not holding out hopes. I imagine I've probably thrown it away by accident. Yeah, and then I could design. I don't reckon that'd be too hard to design a new one. I don't know where my calipers are. Where are they? Where are you, little measuring device? This is the problem. I need like actual space. I need an actual place to put everything. I don't know. Don't know where they've gone. I'll probably put them away somewhere safe and now I can't find them. All right. Well, I'll probably have to measure this up because it's a circle basically, and then I can measure the width of that, the height of that, the width of that, I don't think that would be too hard to reproduce on CAD. I reckon I could do that, he says. But let's try and see if I can find the other one first. And I can print that. So let's check the chat. It's been a live stream. Good. A great live stream, right? Okay. Don't hate Airfix. Just think it's cool that Matt has more subs than a major. Oh, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. The day when I got more subs than the Airfix channel, like the Airfix official channel on YouTube, that was a cool day. I think like I wrote on the Discord forum that I could probably just retire now and call it a day because you know, I've achieved one of those milestones. Sadly, I'm not going to. Yes, put that one somewhere safe. I've got some blue tack. Oh, bang. When I say blue tack, I mean pink tack. So I'm just going to stick it on there. Can't lose it now. So that way I've got a reference copy. Sadly, I'm not going to Telford. I can't get the time to do that this weekend. I've got plans which are unavoidable, unfortunately. So I can't go to Telford. But I do hope to be able to attend more things in the future. Well, that was my Ovaltine completed. That was very nice. What are my thoughts on the Airfix Spitfire, the new 1/24th scale one coming soon? You've pre-ordered it and you're just waiting for it to release. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie, it does look like a good kit. I'm probably not going to get one, seeing as I've got the Hellcat, the Spitfire Mark 5, and the Hurricane Mark 1 all in 1/24th scale to do. And yes, there will be unboxing videos coming on those, I hope, at some point. But I'm not sure when. What else? Well, who else is in the chat here? Pink tack, yep. Put my pink tack down. Is there a model show this weekend? If you haven't heard about it. Gary's off. See you, Gary. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you could make it. Live streams are good to do. Is there anything anyone would like to see? Oh, Moz, are you still there? So leave them transfers. That's done. That's finished. Let's put the lid back on that. I'm not doing any more transfers on that. I know I've got some left over, but I'm going to put them in the spares box. They can we'll just pretend like they're on there. All right, let's use our imaginations and pretend that they're on the model. They'll be put away in my spares box. Right. Get rid of the water. So BRB. Yeah, I'm not going to Telford, Moz. Unfortunately, I can't get away to do it. But just wanted to show you guys this. So I went to visit Moz not long ago. Let's move that out of the way. And he gifted me a Airfix SDKFZ. No idea what that's supposed to say. German is not my strong point. It's an armoured car. So he gifted me this to have a go at, really. He said he wasn't going to build it. So I've had a look inside, and I'm not going to be funny or anything, but I can see why they reduced the price. So this is what you get if you've not seen it. I've had Lego kits with more parts than this. There's like a few big bits, and then that's it. Like wheels, sides of the vehicle. There's a couple of figures in there. It's always nice to have figures, but that's pretty much it. It's not much, is it? Massive thanks, though, to Moz for donating this to the channel. So that's a recent addition to the stash. Not yet seen. So let's put that one away. I do have a few other extra bits if you guys would be interested in seeing them. Let me know in the chat. Would you guys like to see my new additions to the stash? Let's put that away. I could do unboxings live now that I've got this webcam, if that would be interesting to people. Let's get that there. Because doing an unboxing live would probably be... well, I don't know, actually, because in an unboxing, I can edit stuff in and throw extra bits and pieces of information in. Whereas when you do live, you sort of get distracted and start talking about other stuff. So if people are coming for the information, and then I start going off on a tangent, and they won't be too happy about it. Sonderkrafterzug. Yes, nailed it. Build it, build it. It's a challenge, mate. Well, I have got. So Moz gave me one of these English Electric Lightning. Is that upside down? English Electric Lightning Challenge patches. So if you build an English Electric Lightning and you let Moz know, he'll send you one of his patches and you can sew it onto your bags or shirts or whatever. And he gave me this when I went to see him, and he said, right, you have no choice now. You've got to do one. So I was looking online and I was thinking to myself, I don't really want to spend a lot of money on getting one. So I bought this, which is the Lightning Mark 6 from Tamiya. It's 1:100 scale, so it's not a massive kit. Looks pretty nice. Shuttle Factory has done a video on this already, which turned out really well, and it's quite interesting because supposedly, and I don't know if Scalemates is like wrong on this or what, but it says on there it was like a 1960s tooling or 1970s, but the detail is like all recessed. It's like a kit you'd expect to see today with like the level of finesse. So that's like pretty impressive. But yeah, so I bought that one, and you'll never guess how much I spent on this. And now, just to give you an idea, I went to the Froome model show a few weeks back, and they had vintage ones like you know, from the 70s of these going for like £10, and they had this version going for like £7 or £8. But that's not what I paid for this. I got this online from the model centre, I'm pretty sure, because I was buying some train related stuff. So keep an eye out for that train related stuff. I paid like £3.50 for this. It was basically nothing. It was like half the price of the stuff that the sellers were doing at the model show, which was just insane. So yeah, I'm going to do that for the English Electric Lightning challenge. Oh, Paul, is that $27.99 Canadian dollars? Thank you very much for the donation. That's really generous of you. Thank you very much. He says thanks for all the videos. Well, thank you for watching them, I suppose, because I do this because I love modeling and I love that you guys watch them and all the positive comments that you leave. So thank you guys for that. What was I talking about? Froome model show. Yeah, it was quite an interesting day out. Picked up some kits. Just had to go and get them from the stash. So I'll show you the first one. So these were in a box. It was £3 each, or wow, less than the cost of the patch. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so it was 2 for a £5, or like £3 each. So I saw this one. It looked complete. I didn't mull over it too long. This is like a 1960s or 70s version. However, it says 1974 at the top there. If you look at it here, you can see that the staples they look like they've been repunched. So it looks like it's been opened and then closed up again. And I'm not entirely sure the plastic bag may be the original. And I had a look just, like here doing this. And I'm not entirely sure that the clear canopy part is in there. I can't really see it. I mean, I know it's a clear part, so it's probably going to be a bit difficult to see what with all the plastic in the way anyway. But I'm not entirely sure the canopy part is in there. So I'm not 100% sure this is a complete kit. I thought it would be quite obvious where the canopy is, but I can't really see it. But anyway, so yeah, I got that, £2.50. Not bad. Might have to try and save the decals in some way. I would like to do an unboxing on this in the future, so let me know. Would you like to see that? And I also, because it was 2 for a £5, picked up a frog sea venom, and this looked really interesting. I like the artwork here, and it's got these nice blue flashes on it. This one looks complete. You can see the canopies right there. And looking at the staples, they look as though they've never been moved. So I don't think this has been opened at all. And the transfers on this, they've not really yellowed. The ones on the Sea Fury, they've yellowed quite a bit. I could probably save them with my UV light box, but here, don't think it'll be a problem. They should be okay. Maybe they've been stored in the dark or something, I don't know. Or they've not been allowed to react with the air. So the air, it might be more airtight in it, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like the original bag. That's going to be dangerous, it says there. And, you know, frog kits for the day, they were all right, weren't they? They weren't too bad. So that should be an interesting kit to do. It comes with a display stand. So because of that, I'm going to do this in a flying pose. And I think that's going to be like a rule moving forwards. If I buy a kit that has a display stand, or I can put a display stand on it, you know, like the older Airfix kits, because I actually have some Airfix display stands, then I will display it flying, because I think that it's just better. I just think it's just better to do flying poses for aircraft. Oh, Caliber, thank you very much. Not sure what currency that is, but thank you so much for the donation. That's so generous. You're going. Okay, cool. So see you later. Thanks for tuning in. What's we saying in the chat? Yeah, different bag. Yeah, I thought that Sea Fury had a different bag. What else have we got here? A fake kit. Maybe. Used to see them in the drug shop. Yeah, in the pharmacy and that. Black Ace is heading off. Thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, display stands being provided is awesome. Did I ever go to the Newbury model show? No, sadly not. It's difficult getting places, especially with my job and family. The master grade F91, and it costs $57 on Amazon. I might have to consider that in the future. I need to get through some more builds first. I need to get the stash a bit more empty. Oh yeah, I've got one more kit to show you. So I just need to move that out of the way. So I bumped into James. I popped into his model club when I was at home on holiday, and he said, "I've got a challenge for you," and he gave me this, and it's a Copper State Models Lanchester armoured car. And he said, "You don't build enough vehicles, you don't build enough armour. I would like you to have a go at this." So this was another challenge. He was like, "Yeah, go on, have a go at that." So I look on the side here, and you can see the different paint schemes, and he has done, I think he did that one. And that's the one I wanted to do. So I can't do that one now because he's already done it, because I don't want to repeat it. So I might, well, I'm going to have to pick one of the other ones. So you've got a Royal Naval Air Service one there in grey. That one is, I think that's a what's that? Royal Naval Air Service Summer 1917. It's got a different roundel on it. And then this is a Belgian one. That's quite an interesting paint scheme. So maybe, because that could be hand painted, possibly. That might be an interesting one to do. I wonder if you could get good results by hand painting this. That's an interesting idea. But yeah, so that was another kit which was gifted to me, and I was like, I need to stop getting new kits. But now I've got Lightning, Lanchester, the armoured car thing, the Second World War one, and then these two other frog kits. So I've already added 5 to my stash, and I've only really partly through one. So got a problem, haven't I? And I was sent something recently to do a review on, and here it is. What do we reckon is inside the box? Well, it is an airbrush kit, and I am going to be doing a test and review on this in the future. I haven't yet had it out. I've had a look at it. It looks quite nice, actually. Nice, weighty airbrush there. I'm pretty sure it's a dual action, and it comes with batteries. It's a battery powered compressor, so it'd be perfect for portable jobs. So that will be an interesting thing when I get round to doing it. But like I said, time has been difficult to get on the bench recently. I've spent a lot of my time actually editing videos rather than building stuff. So you should hopefully see more videos to come in the future. So let's do one last check of the chat. I'm probably coming to the end here now because it's getting quite late. I've been doing this for over an hour. Cordless airbrush. Yeah, it is a cordless airbrush. Comes with a battery pack. You can, you don't have to have the airbrush on top of the battery pack. You can use a tube. So you can put your battery pack down and just use it like a normal airbrush if you want to. What's the largest kit in my stash? The largest kit in my stash, I think, might be the F6F Hellcat in 1/24 scale, which my Ko-fi supporters paid for last Christmas. And I haven't yet done the unboxing on that. But I was fortunate to get one, actually. They're quite hard to get your hands on nowadays. What else have we got here? What is in the chat? What does everyone think of flying display kits? I think that putting a kit in a flying display is possibly the right way to go. I quite liked, you know, when I did my Airfix Spitfire, where is it? This one. When I did this one, and it comes with the display stand. And when I made the thumbnail for that, and you've got it in its flying pose, I thought that was really striking. It was such a good like picture. So yeah, I really love having flying models, you know, on your shelf. It just makes more sense to me. I mean, I know that a lot of aircraft spend a lot of time on the ground because, you know, they have to. They can't avoid that. But having all of your aircraft on the ground, I just think it's just so, it doesn't do them justice. So let's put that one back if you can without breaking anything. Oh, there we go. That's in place. There we go. So, what's my favourite kit? Not sure. The Eduard Spitfire was a pretty good build. But I don't know. There's loads. I just like every kit I have in the stash I want to do. I have so much stuff as well. I've got those 3D printed tanks from Massini Models to have a go at. I need to do something with them. I was sent some stuff from Budget Model Railways a while ago, and I haven't built that yet or shown anyone that I've got it. I've got some other railway related projects that I really want to do. I'm addicted to this. I honestly can't stop doing it. There's so much that I want to do. What are your views on the Airfix starter set Sherman? I have one in the stash. I was going to do an unboxing on it, and I haven't got around to it yet. So I agree that the new starter sets are really good. I don't think it comes with a display base though, which is a shame because the Airfix Spitfire did and the Sherman doesn't. So that's a bit of a missed trick if you ask me, because the old the old Matchbox actually tanks and that, they used to come with little bases, which is amazing. That definitely should happen more. But you know, companies, they don't see it as a good financial investment. Matt didn't say a P40. I know. Yeah, I think P40s are one of my favourite aircraft to build. I've got the 1/48 scale from Airfix to do at some point in the future. And it's just like, literally, people mention something, oh, I've got one of those. I've got one of those, or I've done one of those. It's just too much. If the kit has an intricate undercarriage, you'll build it wheels down, but you hate hiding detail on a kit if it can be shown. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's quite a good point. So the results from the stream only build, yes, was a 66%. Maybe was a 21 and a no was 11, but we've got 50 people watching. So if we can replicate that during a build, I might start off something small, just do a stream only, I don't know, Spitfire or something. Everyone does a Spitfire, don't they? Maybe maybe I have got I think it's an old Smur kit and Smur Spitfire Mark 5B. Maybe that would be good for a stream. It didn't say the Bearcat. Bearcat was more of a Moz thing. Moz loves a Bearcat. Fair enough. Yeah, and I think, to be honest, that's about it. I'm massively grateful that you all tuned in this evening. We've got 53 people watching at the moment, which is absolutely amazing. I hope that you have enjoyed spending some time with me today and helped me, because some of you guys have helped me get these transfers on the model kit, so I'm very grateful for that. I hope you're looking forward to this build coming out at some point in the future. I'm gonna have to have a look for the spinner after I end the stream and make sure I've still got it. If not, I'll have to design a new one. but it is pretty much coming up to bedtime now. So a massive thank you to all of you for watching. If you haven't already, clicking a like underneath would be really appreciated. I don't think you can drop comments under a live stream, but if you are watching this in the future, if you're watching this in the future, make sure you do leave a comment and let me know what you enjoyed about the live stream. Been enjoyable. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everyone who came to join in. And I will see you all potentially again for another stream. I'm not sure. I don't have a schedule as yet. I don't think I'll be able to commit to a schedule. It will literally be as and when I find the time to do it. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone for viewing, and I will see you all on the workbench again next time.